Trump's world order hangs over Europe on the eve of a key defense conference. On the eve of one of Europe's most important defense conferences in years, a single question hangs heavily in the air. What happens to Europe if Donald Trump returns to power? For European leaders, this is no longer a theoretical debate. It is an urgent strategic concern. Donald Trump has made his vision clear before: a world where alliances are conditional, defense is transactional, and security comes with a price tag. As defense ministers, generals, and NATO officials gather behind closed doors, Trump's shadow looms large over every discussion. This conference is meant to focus on deterrence, Ukraine, and Europe's long-term security. But beneath the official agenda lies a deeper anxiety. Can Europe still rely on the United States? Trump's approach to global security breaks sharply with decades of American foreign policy. During his presidency, he repeatedly questioned NATO, criticized allies for free riding, and openly suggested that US protection should depend on financial contributions. For Europe, this was more than rhetoric, it was a warning. Now, with Trump once again a dominant political force in the United States, European leaders are preparing for a possible return to a deal-based world order, one where collective defense is no longer guaranteed. At the defense conference, officials are asking uncomfortable questions. What if Washington steps back? What if NATO's Article 5 is no longer unquestionable? And what if Europe is left to defend itself? The timing could not be worse. Europe is already under strain, militarily, economically, and politically. The war in Ukraine has exposed ammunition shortages, fragmented defense industries, and decades of underinvestment. Many European armies simply are not ready to fight a prolonged high-intensity war without US support. Trump's worldview forces Europe to confront a reality it has long avoided: strategic dependence. At the conference, discussions are shifting from cooperation to contingency, not how we work with America, but what we do without it. No institution feels this pressure more than NATO. Trump has openly suggested that the US might not defend allies that fail to meet defense spending targets. While NATO officials publicly downplay the threat, privately, concerns are growing. If America's commitment weakens, NATO's credibility weakens with it. That is why European leaders are accelerating talks on joint procurement, shared command structures, and even the long-debated idea of a European defense pillar independent of Washington. But progress is slow, and time may not be on Europe's side. Officially, the defense conference is about unity and deterrence. Unofficially, it is about survival in a changing world order. Diplomats speak carefully, military planners speak urgently. Behind closed doors, one name keeps coming up: Trump. Not because he is present, but because his possible return could reshape everything, from military budgets to nuclear deterrence, from Ukraine aid to relations with China and Russia. Europe is being forced to prepare for uncertainty, something it has historically struggled to do. This conference may mark a turning point. Either Europe steps up, militarily, politically, and financially, or it risks being caught unprepared in a world where old guarantees no longer hold. Trump's world order is not just about America first. It is about a world where power replaces rules, deals replace alliances, and security is negotiated, not assumed. As Europe gathers to discuss defense, one reality is clear: the future of European security may depend less on what is decided in this conference hall, and more on what happens in the next US election. And for Europe, that uncertainty is the most dangerous threat of all.